What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we're going to go over a deck list. Today's deck list is none other than Titamon. So let's see what Titamon can do in this format. I played it a little bit on the channel. The video will be up at one of these points. I don't know which one, but it'll let you click the link and you'll go watch the match I played with it. So guys, without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So let's talk about it. So this is Titamon OTK. The idea and concept behind the deck is that we're going to be restanding our Titamon with extra security checks with a Black War Growlmon being able to produce 4 attacks one turn, making it so that we OTK our opponent pretty quickly. It's very similar to other decks in this format. So what's really good about him, he's a 14k body and gain security +1 when you trash a card from your hand, and this is once per turn, which is not bad. I wish it could go multiple, but it would make purple just ridiculous. So what's very important about Titamon is that Titamon is getting this extra security attack. It's a 14k body, and your opponent doesn't have much resources to counter this. But what's really nice about Titamon is when Digivolving, trash 1 card from your hand, which instantly triggers his ability. So if we can get to 4 by any means necessary, we could see some advantage here that our opponent will not want us to see. Because he is a 4-cost evolve, it's a tougher time to get him out and keeping in our turn, but there's a reason for it. If we can do it, we play a lot of cards that will help us keep it our turn. So then when you trash this card from your hand, then you can play 1 purple level 4 Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost. What we're hoping to do is play Jinkukamon, promote from this effect, allowing us to have 5 attacks one turn, 5 damage easily. And what's really nice is that it does activate the on play. He does not negate on play, so this allows him to trigger and allows these guys to go underneath it if you have these in the drop, which is really important for us. So let's go over the full list, shall we? So first off, we play a full set of Tsunimon. So once per turn, when you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects, trigger draw 1. So this is where the Goblin comes in. So when attacking, trigger draw 1, then trash 1 card from your hand, triggering Tsurimon's ability, Tsunimon's ability to draw us a card. So we don't neg, we just keep a 1-for-1 filter, so it's really good. So we're gaining value out of this. We also play Itmon to help fuel the drop zone, because when he's on deletion, we trash the top 3 cards of our deck, and it helps us get the Jack Raids live sooner, and that's what we're hoping for. Killamon's for 2-cost evolve, I mean free evolve, but 2-cost play. So if we have 5 memory, if our opponent gave it to us, we can play this down instantly, have us an ability that just keeps us in the game, allowing us to have our Titamon live with the Black War Growlmon. Then we have Goblinmon. So once per turn, when you trash a card from your hand using one of your effects, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. This underneath the Titamon would trigger everything we wanted. So he will become a 16k beat stick, and most decks just can't handle that power. Then we have Goblinmon being Goblinmon. Like I mentioned, it combos very well with his pre-evolution, and that's why we like it. Then we have King Kakumon. So you may trash a card in your hand to delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. I'm sorry I mispronounced these names. They're just sometimes really hard to say. So you may trash. So being able to delete a rookie is very important, especially against the Rookie Rush matchup. Then we have Jinkukamon. Jinkakumon. So once per turn, when you trash a card in your hand with your own effect, gain a memory. So if we can get this underneath a Titamon as well, this means his trash effect will be making him a 3-cost evolve, and that becomes a lot easier for us. This is in here, so what's really nasty about him is he has rush. He's instantly a lot faster. And then on play, you may place 1 of its 2 forms from your trash into this card's Digi-Evolutions in any order. If you place 2 cards by by this effect, trigger draw 1 and gain 1 memory, which is really nice because if this card is played for free, that could mean we get Titamon for free. What we Digivolve into Titamon, this could mean we gain, you know, at +1 memory and everything like that. And then he becomes a 3 cost anyway. So that's what our goal is, to make sure he guarantees to be a 3 cost. And it's nasty. If we play him from drop, he gains his effect. Then we have Wizardmon. Wizardmon's in here to help us keep it our turn if we are using Jack Raid, or even the memory booster, or Underworld Calling. I can't express how awesome it is to activate Underworld Calling and then be a 3 cost, play our promote, which could mean that we win the game from there. But it's just really nice to have Underworld Calling becoming a 3 cost. Then we have Lady Devamon. So when Digivolving, trigger draw 2, trash 2 cards from our hand. We're just filling the drop zone for Jack Raid. But once per turn, when you use an option, delete one of our opponent's Digimon of level 3 or lower. I mean, unless we're going to get 2s on the board, I don't see this ever mattering. Black War Growlmon's in here for the Digiburst to fill the drop zone, but it also allows us to play a rookie to help us set up for Titamon plays or Mastermind play. Having extra resources to benefit us, which is really good. And being able to play 1 level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs. On play effects do not activate. That's why our level 3s do not have on plays. They have mostly inheritables or on deletion, or just a free 2 cost. So that's how we want to play that. And when attacking, you can delete one of your other Digimon to unsuspend this Digimon. So being able to get those multi-attacks in means a heck of a lot to us. Then we have Skull Greymon. So when this card is trashed from your hand by your own effect, you may place this card under one of your purple Digimon at the bottom of this Digivolution card. When attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand to give this Digimon plus 3,000 for the turn. So if we needed a card to discard. He's a great card if you can Digivolve into him and keep it your turn. If you have Titamon hiding in the background, you could always trash this, trigger this trash ability, and he becomes a 10k beat stick. And Titamon is able to gain its power up and swing in, and then we can sack it for the Black War Growlmon. But it also has a nice inheritable of retaliation. So if we needed a Digimon not to be swung into, we'll just put the retaliation underneath it, and they'll usually keep it away, because if they had to deal with this card, they don't like dealing with retaliation. Now let's talk about Mastermind. Mastermind's in here for a good number of reasons. One, it's pretty much deal 2 damage in 1 turn if we can keep it our turn, and that's nasty. And we can guarantee getting another Digimon out, and sometimes that's massive. I can't express how many times it's really nice to be able to Digivolve into Mastermind first. They trash a security, I trash a security. I have nothing in the grave, but the security was a 4, and I'm like, okay, free play, let's go. That's how I like it. Then, and their on play effects activate, which is really nice, especially if we get promote. We then have, if it's still our turn, we have 2 attacks. That means 3 security, 1 turn, and we aggro the daylights out of them. So this is just allows us to aggro a lot faster. I talked about Titamon already in the beginning of the video. Jack Raid's in here for every 10 cards in our security gain 1 memory, but it's also a Hammer Spark in security, which we want because it makes our opponent have to play around this card. And sometimes it sucks because if they go to 0 and this card is revealed, it instantly passes to our turn. We have 2 memory to play with, and that's huge for us. Memory booster here is to return one of our purple Digimon to trash the hand, then place this card to the bottom of the place this card in the battle area. Really good, but it's got a delay too. This card is really good because we want to have all this great powerful cards to go to drop, because we're going to be filtering so much and triggering effects. We want to get some of the cards back, and being able to get back what we tossed is really good. Then we have Underworld Calling. Being able to, if it's trash, draw us a card means that we're not negging anything. We're just constantly plussing. So it's another way of having Tsunimon plus Goblimon plus this card. So you could easily go, if he's activated when attacking, trigger, discard Underworld Calling. You draw, trigger, discard Underworld Calling, draw a card, and Tsunimon draws you a card. So you get, for one discard, you're pretty much 3+ in that situation, +2, which is nasty in some cases. Then we have Mimi in here. This Mimi is because we play a lot of options that allow us to mitigate some of our uses, and it allows at least Jack Grade in the beginning. Even if we can get it just once off, that might mean we go from 3 to 4, which is huge for us. That could mean our Titamon comes in, our Mastermind comes in without any issues. And Mimi's also great if your opponent is playing a lot of options. We can negate that by just resting her on their turn. So let's talk about some nice, decent tech cards you can definitely play. So Demi-Mera, of course, you could definitely tech this in. It's a great card. If you want to go a little bit slower, Gazimon is a really nice thing. Your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. So we want to just slow down like Ancients, Gabumon, Bonds of Friendship. That deck needs to get slowed down a little bit, so Gazimon helps out in that matchup. If you wanted to go Gallantmon, you can use Guillemon to be able to get it so that it's still your turn by popping it. Since Titamon can't pop this, it just makes no sense. But if you're playing Gallantmon in the deck, then at least Guillemon into Gallantmon means that you're going to gain memory and it's going to stay your turn for 3, which is really nice. Then Ogremon's a nice, really good one. On play, trash 1 card from your hand, delete one of your opponent's level 4 Digimon. This is to pop blockers. If you feel like if your opponent is putting up enough defenses, this can help you pop some blockers that might be in your way. Rebellionmon is really good because it trashes cards, triggering Titamon's effects and stuff like that, and all your other inheritables. But it also becomes a blocker with retaliation. That might prevent people from swinging. I expressed this early on when I was playing purple back in like Bt-03's meta. When you prevent people from swinging in, they stop attacking. They won't swing with their big guy because they're not going to risk it, because the retaliation means they lose their big guy for really no added benefit, and they might not get it. So that's why they might just stop the attack. They might stop an attack for the turn unless you're facing like Bonds that can pop it back. But if he can stay on the board and you're facing any other deck that just requires the swing in and they can't get around this blocker with retaliation, most likely they won't swing in until afterwards, and that could buy you a turn that you need. Then you have Anumismon being Anumismon, so you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs, and they gain Rush. This is just so if you wanted to have the abilities, you do. It just allows your Digimon on the weaker scale to just have Rush or anything you want to play. If you go into, let's say, Omnimon Zawart, and you have this out, it's a very clunky combo. It never really went off when it first came out, and it still doesn't go off now. But it's an option you can play. Plutomon's in here if you want to play its 6 cost options, or if you just want to just play a Digimon out of your hand with Underworld Calling. So this allows you to draw 2, and then you get to play the option. Really nice being able to elongate the game more. Then you have Chaos Gallantmon being able to pop a level 5 or lower Digimon when deleting. And then when one of your other, it just replenishes itself for the Black War Growlmon play. Then you have Tactimon. Tactimon's in here just because if you're facing a heavy Rookie Rush meta, which could be Commandramon City, you could use this Digimon and slow down their pace, which is huge for us. We want to just not have them have a board, so we can delete a few Commandramons out. That might give them Darkdramon, but at least having Titamon restand have, you know, clear out a few annoyances in the Commandramons might be huge for us. That's big because they are rushing us. And then this Digimon gains power and gains a memory if you have nothing else on the board. Then Millenniumon is in here for being a rewinder. Millenniumon just loves rewinding. So we're going to put stuff to the bottom, and then if you had Digimon cards, if it's deleted, it instantly comes back, which is great in certain matchups. Then you have Omnimon Zawart. So trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon cards with cost 8 or less from your trash without paying its memory costs. Being able to mill, play out 2 ultimates, and then bring back, pull out, play the Titamon or anything like that. Just really good. And then you may return one level 6 card from your Digi-Evolution cards to your hand. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with play cost 12 or less. That's huge. That's just major for us. You could also play Lilithmon if you wanted to. I didn't put that card in here, but that is what it is. You can play Matt just to get yourself to 3. Sora Mimi is really nice because if your opponent has no level 4 or lower Digimon, gains your memory. This is very hard to play around. I mean, great going first, but hey, when your purple Digimon attacks, you can suspend this tamer, trigger draw 1, then trash 1 card from your hand. This helps activate Titamon's effect, so I can see the benefit in this. Manoa is only in here to guarantee if you are playing Mega Digimon Fusion. This card allows you to guarantee, and that's her only goal. Gain you memory and Mega Digimon Fusion. That's all she wants to be in there for. And then you have Tai and Matt being, you know, all your Digimon with Devamon gain a security +1. If you are playing Zawart, this helps you out. And with Mega Fusion, this allows you to get multiple attacks in. You could definitely play Tenya Avia, but you're playing a very scary game of, I'm going to deck out first. And then Jokermon's just in here for, just so if he's deleted by Titamon, you could definitely play a level 3 Digimon, setting up resources for another restand play, which is huge for us. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It means a lot if you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other deck profiles that you might miss. Remember, there are plenty more videos where these come from. There are plenty more decks on this channel. Definitely keep up with the date. Follow me on my social media handles. They're all Ridemyavatar with the explanation points usually. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Remember, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.